Hola estudiantes! Today we're going to talk about direct object pronouns. So before we can do that, we have to talk about what a direct object is. So the official definition is the person or thing that directly receives the action of the verb. Now for me, it works best just to look at a sentence and find it in the sentence. So when we look at this first sentence, he is reading the book. What is he reading? He's reading the book. So the book is my direct object. The second sentence, I love you. Who do I love? I love you. So you are the direct object there. Now, sometimes we can replace the direct object with a direct object pronoun. So instead of saying he is reading the book, I could say he is reading it. So in that case, it is my direct object pronoun. In I love you, you is really already a pronoun, so it's already in there. So as far as direct object pronouns go, we have this set up just like we do our typical verbs. That kind of helps you to know who they go with. So me is the direct object pronoun. That means me. Te would translate as you. Lo or la would be him or her or it could even be you if it's you formal usted. Nos will translate as us. Os translates as you all. And los or las translates as either them or you all. So there's a new thing to memorize. We also need to talk about direct object pronoun placement. So the first place that a direct object pronoun can go is before a conjugated verb. So in this sentence, back to our original examples here, he is reading the book. So to say he is reading, he is él. And then to say he is reading, leer, take off the ER. The he ending is an E. So él lee el libro. So as he is reading the book. Then we're going to change the book to a direct object pronoun. And then we're going to worry about word order. So instead of el libro, we're trying to say he is reading it. So the it in this case is el libro. It is masculine and singular. So it is either el or la. With el libro being masculine, we're going to go with the word lo. So lo is going to replace el libro. But we can't put it in that order. It's not going to be el, le, lo. We're going to put it before the conjugation. So the conjugation is le. So we will change it to el, lo, le. In the second sentence, I love you. Now again, the you is already a pronoun. So you, we're just going to look up at our direct object pronouns there. You is te. So the you will be te. And to say I love, we can use a few different verbs. We'll go with querer here. The yo conjugation of querer is quiero. Now that is a conjugation, so we will put the te in front of quiero. So te quiero is one way to say I love you. So that's our first rule, and if you're saying a full sentence, you will always have a conjugation. The second possibility is after an infinitive. So you can place a direct object pronoun after the infinitive. So let's look at this sentence. He is going to read the book. So he is él, and then he is going. That's from the verb ir. And that's going to be va. Él va a. To read is leer. And again, we're using el libro. El libro. And just like we saw in this sentence, el libro will be replaced by lo to say he is going to read it. So to say he is going to read it, he's going to read it. We can put it after the infinitive. So in this sentence, our infinitive is leer, to read. So we can say él va a leerlo. And that is one word. We just attach that lo onto the end of leer. Now also in that sentence, va a leer, we have this verb phrase. Leer was our infinitive. We also do have a conjugated verb. So we could have said él lo va a leer. So either way is totally fine. Our third example here, after a present participle. So he is reading the book, as in he is doing that right now. It's in that present progressive tense. Remember to say he is, we'll say él está. And to change reading to that ing ending, we change it to leyendo el libro. So he is reading the book. Again, we're going to replace el libro with lo to say he is reading it. So he is reading it, as in right now. So again, we do have a conjugation here. We'll talk about that in a second. Está is a conjugation. Leyendo is a present participle. So we can put it after a present participle. So we can say él está leyéndolo. And we're going to add an accent to that E. And that is one long word, leyéndolo. Now again, está is a conjugation, so I could have said él lo está leyendo. So if it is a full sentence, you can always put that object pronoun before a conjugation. All right, let's take a look at a few examples here. Try these out. Now would be a great time to pause this video and try for yourself. So on this first one, I want to watch TV. We need to find out what our direct object is and what we can replace it with. So instead of I want to watch TV, we'll say I want to watch it. So I want is yo quiero. To watch is ver. And then to add TV on there, la tele. Yo quiero ver la tele. Now I want to change that from I want to watch the TV to I want to watch it. So my second step here is to find out what my direct object pronoun is. So I want it, and la tele is feminine. So it, I want the feminine one this time. So it will be the word la. So we'll keep that in mind. Now in this case, we have a conjugation and we have an infinitive. So it can go before a conjugation or it can go after an infinitive. So we have two options here. Before our conjugation, so before quiero, so yo la quiero ver, or I can put that la after my infinitive. So yo quiero verla. And verla is one word. This next one, they are buying clothes. Now, I'm not going to say specifically right now, so I'm just going to stick with the simple present tense. I'm not going to go into the present progressive. So if you went with the present progressive, that's fine, but you'll have a different answer than I am going to have. So they are buying clothes. So instead of they are buying clothes, I will say they are buying them. Now, this is a complicated sentence, though. You'll see why. If I want to say they are buying, they is ellos. And again, I'm sticking with the simple present. I'm not going to use the present progressive here. So comprar is to buy. So I'll conjugate comprar. to go with they, so it's an AN. Now clothes, this is why this is a little bit complicated. Clothing is la ropa. So in English, I would say they are buying them. But in Spanish, this is actually a singular feminine word. So I'm really going to say I'm buying it, as in I am buying the clothing. So la ropa, if I want to go with it is feminine. Our word for la ropa being it / them is going to be la. So in this case, all I have is a conjugated verb. So my only option is to put my direct object pronoun, right there, before my conjugated verb. So la compran. Ellos la compran. Our next example, we are eating vegetables, and I did specify right now, we're going to go with the present progressive tense on this one. So instead of saying they are eating vegetables, we're going to say they are eating them right now. Maybe I'll call my kids up, hey, are you eating your vegetables? Yeah, we're eating them right now. So we are eating vegetables right now. Present progressive tense. So we're going to take care of we are first. So we is nosotros. We always use estar for that present tense. So estar to go with nosotros is estamos. And then to eat is comer. To change it to the present progressive, we will change that er to yendo. So nosotros estamos comiendo, and then vegetables, las verduras. And then to change it from we're eating the vegetables to we're eating them, we want to change las verduras, them, and it is feminine, so we will go with las. So we will change las verduras to las. Now again, present progressive tense, so we have a conjugation and we have a present participle. So we can put that las either before the conjugation or after that participle. So we can say nosotros las estamos comiendo, or we can say nosotros estamos comiendo las. And that is all one word. One last thing here, when you're adding something to the end of a present participle, if it's yendo, let's say it's yendolo, then we will always add an accent to that E. If it's ando plus a participle, for example, andolo, we will always add an accent to that A.